The camera I'm doing today is a Coronet. A Coronet camera was made in Birmingham. Coronet was a camera firm based in Birmingham in the 1940s, 1950s, and it made snapshot type cameras. It was quite good at making plastic body cameras. It was aimed at the amateur market, and here we have a folding camera from about 1951 manufactured by Coronet. Unfolds here, and we have a very basic design. We have a lens here, we have the title of the camera, the Rapide. Interestingly, these were also made in France under license with a French company. There was a partnership agreement. It's a metal-based camera. It's an extremely basic camera, but it is quite a beast in its metal body. It has a shutter which is set here, and you release the shutter on the top here. To get into the camera, to load the film, it's here. You have to, from my memory, move this up, and there you've got the back of the camera. It's a 6x9 centimetre aperture. It's a 6x9 envelope, so that's quite a big negative. You get 8 frames on a 120 film. These were quite often printed out by the user. Contact printing was quite popular after the war. It was a cheap way of doing prints, and from a 6x9 negative you could get a reasonable size print. Small, but you can see what's happening. So back to using the camera. Obviously film, you load in here, wind on here until you see the number 1 here. Viewfinder here. There's no focusing, there's no other controls, just let me remember, no other controls. So it's basically a happy snappy camera. I think the aperture is about f16, so you do need quite a bright day to get any photographs or any decent photographs. I had used this camera once and the film was a little bit underdeveloped and I didn't actually do a video on it. This time I made sure I had a really bright sunny day. I slightly overdeveloped the film. It was still a tad underexposed, but I was quite pleased with how it came out. So let's see how it did come out, the film. So as I said, it was a bright sunny day, and as you can see from this image, there's a few greys, but it is sharp, and that is the thing that really amazed me about this camera, was the sharpness in the centre. To the edge of the film, especially if you look on the left hand side, there's some softness in some of the photographs, not all of them, and I think that softness might be because the bellows, the actual mechanism on the camera isn't completely flat and the lens isn't flat. However, what you do get from this camera it's the genuine article. It's a 1950s camera, and the images look sort of 1950s. I think they look more 1940s than 50s, and perhaps this is actually a 1930s camera in so much of its design. You definitely get a certain look. I do like the 6x9 format. However, when I was digitizing this, my light box is a bit smaller than 6x9, which is a bit annoying. But I enjoyed using this camera and I was quite pleased with the results. So once again, thank you for watching. I'm looking forward to doing another 6x9 camera shortly. Bye for now.